All right, man. Always mother effing right with Reggie goddamn Owens, homie. Like I've been saying about this goddamn despicable clown, Mauricio Sulaiman. And even telling Mauricio to his goddamn face of what kind of prick he was. And now, the undisputed champion, Terence Crawford, has spoken about this clown and about how useless that goddamn sanctioning organization is, and the fact that people were wasting their money on that shit. Man, expose this chump Mauricio. And Mauricio exposed his goddamn self with his statements regarding his organization stripping the title away from Terence Crawford and then trying to reason behind the situation. And to be honest, the real reason behind stripping him is the embarrassment that Terence Crawford has brought to the pride of Mauricio's home country and as well as Canelo home country, that being Mexico, and not wanting this title to sit in the hands of a Black American fighter who refuses to pay them what they want. And it's like, man, what the hell does anybody look like paying Mauricio Sulaiman or any other sanctioning organization a penny of their money that they stepped into the ring to avoid punches from a hard punching motherfucker like Canelo as well? The amount of time you done put through training camp, tearing your body down, building it back up, and you get old broken down. And I ain't saying I'm the fittest motherfucker, but old broken big back ass chump like Mauricio Sulaiman coming in there with his goddamn, I was gonna say some way out shit. His goddamn saucer filled goddamn hands looking to steal your chips. The man, come on. Everything Terrence said, and I can't wait to play these videos as well. But these fools is beyond, man. These dudes are beyond belief, man. With what they think they can come in here, and speaking about what they think they believe is the things that they believe they deserve. It's some of the craziest shit ever. The craziest shit. Any person with a goddamn brain will look at this situation that surrounds the sport of boxing and view it as none of this crap makes sense. It's like the NBA telling the Boston Celtics, yeah, after you win this championship, we're going to need you to deposit your money from winning this NBA title, the hard work you put through this grueling season, and the fact you face other top level elite, the best in the world, the elite of the elite that you went in here, battled out throughout these playoffs, going to the championship, and now you must give us a percentage. Every player on the team give us a percentage to maintain your labeling as a champion. Mauricio, you can keep that old worthless peso built damn belt. Thinking that this shit worth $300,000. Like, they fool trying to strong arm somebody. And the fighter's got to be a goddamn idiot to fight for that shit. What Terence Crawford did in the goddamn ring, don't nobody talk about the goddamn belt. Don't nobody talk about no goddamn sorry ass belts. These belts are penniless. They ain't worth a goddamn penny if the right people ain't possessing the shit. So it's like, man, what the hell a fighter look like being strong armed by a chump like Mauricio goddamn Sulaiman? F this chump. And I wish more fighters speak out like that. And Terence ain't got to get his fool a dime of that shit. Terence on his way out this damn sport. The hell Mauricio thought? These fools, this is one arrogant, retarded old motherfucker. Man, Terence ain't got to waste a penny even. He ain't got to even waste a breath responding to that damn clown. He's on his way out the damn sport. Mauricio ain't helped him to make a goddamn penny of this damn money that he has earned taking in these last few fights that he has fought in and making easy easy victories over the last few guys that he's paid, and you get a big chump like Mauricio Sulaiman, who ain't probably never had a fight a day in his fucking life, telling somebody what they owe him. You ain't loaned this fool no goddamn money. You ain't paid towards none of that training camp. You ain't bring no sparring partners into that shit. All you did was present these old goddamn worthless ass belts you always trying to wrap around the damn fighter to bring some kind of notoriety to your goddamn organization that ain't worth the shit. This organization doesn't do shit for fighters. You can act like you doing something for Pritchard Cologne and Gerald McClellan and shit, and you ain't doing shit for them. Like, fuck your belt. Don't nobody worry about these damn belts. Don't nobody care about what belt Usyk won. Don't nobody care about what belt Terence Crawford just won. The only person who people ever thought about the WBC because he flaunted that shit was Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather brought value to that goddamn belt. And it's just simple as that. But these belts, to be honest, don't mean shit. Don't no fans talk about when we talk of boxing, speak about the goddamn belts. Did Jack Johnson hold the goddamn WBC belt? Don't nobody go back in time and worry about what's the label on the fucking belt he won. You know he was the baddest of the baddest, won the ring against another bad mother effer, and they won the fight. Like, you can strip that belt all you want. Didn't nobody win it from Terence. And then now you put the belts up for a vacancy for the hand-picked Shiraz dude and some African dude to fight for that shit. And they ain't even real champions. Don't nobody view them as real champions. You took the title away from the true champion of the damn division. Like, you bring a devaluing to your organization. And to be speaking about this fool owe you $300,000, says after not paying $300,000 in WBC sanctioning fees, the WBC has stripped Crawford of the 168-pound belt. Like somebody gives a goddamn. So here's another post. So at the 63rd annual, so they've been stealing from fighters for 63 goddamn years. This goes all the way back to the Ali era, and Ali being the guy who really made this organization. The WBC annual convention, in a stunning development, the WBC's World Super Middleweight title is now officially vacant, meaning the belt doesn't mean shit. It holds no value. Nobody gives a shit about the belt. Your champions don't mean anything. There's an undisputed champion who went in there with Canelo's ass, who also Mauricio uses this opportunity as to what? To put Canelo back in position to regain a spot. Because all those two dudes who they got as now the mandatories for a shot at these titles, they'll end up facing Canelo. Canelo be the number one ranked guy in the fucking division. So Mauricio's just setting the shit up, throw Canelo right back in there. So Terence Crawford has been stripped of the belt after failing to pay the reduced 0.6% sanctioning fee. So Terence is like, this is how desperate this sorry, greedy motherfucker Mauricio is that Mauricio just to even try to dig his little crumb-snatching little dirtbag food-filled fingers into the pot of money that is meant for what Terence Crawford fights for, a living, is for his family, financial future, as well as his own financial future, because it ain't no telling what may happen. And it's the way all these motherfuckers should be thinking. It ain't no telling what happens to you down the fucking line. When boxing catches up, if it catches up, if it leaves you with some effects, Mauricio ain't gonna give a fuck. And the old punk ass people in Mauricio family that may take over this sorry ass sanctioning body if it exists. I would love to put that kind of language into the universe. If the WBC even exists, they didn't deserve a goddamn penny of anything coming out of a fighter's fucking pockets. And a fighter be a fucking fool to go forward paying these chumps. Them belts don't mean shit to nobody. Y'all do it for the fans. You do it for yourselves. The fans don't give a fuck about what belt you have. They know you stepped in there with another badass motherfucker. This other badass motherfucker, based on their reputation and name and skills, pays the bills. That's how you earn the big time paydays. You can be a champion and not make shit in a fight. And then until you face that one opponent who fans want to come out there and shell their money out for. Nobody's shelling that shit out. Oh my God, they're fighting for that green belt. No, nobody do that fucking shit. Oh my God, they're fighting for the belt with the red on it and the gold in the middle. Nobody gives a fuck about this shit. People watch the performances, they watch the judgment, and that's simply it. They don't give a fuck about them belts being wrapped around you. Like, that means something to the fighters, because the fighters want to fight for something. You know, you deserve to be rewarded for something, but now your reward comes with a price tag. And the fool who manufactures this shit off of the value of a peso is charging you like the currency used for material, and whatever he spend on it was used in dollars. Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. He from old cheap labor ass Mexico, coming back over here, importing this fucking belt, trying to charge you some high dollar on some shit. Like, man, these fools, man, you can't make them. And I'm glad Terence said the shit that he said. So Terence Crawford has been stripped of the belt since after failing to pay the reduced 0.6. So this is even a half of a percent sanctioning fees, because he digging in the pot. Like, Terence made 50 million. All right, I ain't gonna. So he says a fee which says in which 75% supports the Don Jose Sulaiman retirement boxing fund. So now he's trying to guilt trip Terence Crawford. So he's trying to paint it, and this is how fucking full of shit he is. This is why, man, you gotta look at what people, how they try to go about flipping shit on people, and then to try to make the other person guilty, and then to try to win the support of people. Like, this shit's gonna work. So he's saying that Terence is taking away a 75% away from a fund for a retired boxer who Mauricio does nothing for. Mauricio and them probably spending this shit, buying up properties they own that house shit for people to act like they come to. So despite repeated attempts to resolve the matter, no payments were made for either the Madrimov, salute to Terence for not paying him for that shit, or the Canelo fight, says forcing the WBC to take action. And what's the action? Them taking back they funky ass belt, which don't mean shit. The belt don't mean a goddamn thing. Like he says, Serrati sounded like he wants Ice to go after. No, Ice can go after that damn belt. Yeah, Terry, that's what you ought to do. You ought to have Ice to go arrest the belt and get the belt the fuck up out of here. That's what he should do. See, they lucky I ain't a motherfucking boxer. See, I'll do that kind of shit. I'll piss niggas off. I'll walk right by Ice, man, and that belt out of Mexico. Ice agent arrest that belt, snatch that shit off of Terence, slam the belt on the ground, and put a cuff on it. Get this motherfucker up out of here. That's what Terence ought to do, a reenactment on that shit. Man, hey, Terence, call me, my brother. We're going to do a skit on this shit. Arrest the belt, have an ICE agent pull up, surround y'all. They roll up, snatch the belt off of you, arrest that shit, throw it in the ICE detention center, then board that motherfucker on a plane and send it right to Mauricio Sulaiman's front steps. You can have this shit. Your belt has been deported. Get that shit the fuck up out of here. Let me go into some of these videos of these scumbag motherfuckers.
And it's the greatest boxing organization in the world. If Crawford was English and he did not pay the fees to the British Boxing Board of Control, he would have been suspended. And if he didn't pay the fees...
You hear this kiss ass? So this must be some kind of promoter kissing his ass to get a fighter up the rankings for fucking Mauricio and shit. Look at this shit. Like Mauricio and him is something valuable to boxing. These motherfuckers were...
He'd have been suspended. And he didn't pay him to the EBU to have been suspended. I remember a day when your father couldn't get a ringside ticket from any promoter in the United States of America. I remember fighting the Green Magazine ratings, and they found it so corrupt they needed to go something with an organization. So this is the start. This is the start with Zupa. This is the start with all the bullshit that's going to come down. But I swear that we'll give you our life to defend you for what you've done for boxing.
The fuck out of here, man. This fucking old ass kiss ass. And this old ass dude who's sitting there talking, kissing ass is the old dinosaur motherfuckers that need to lead the sport. That old piece of shit motherfuckers has probably fucked so many fighters out of money. And right, so many of these fighters died fucking broke. It makes no sense. And this also highlights to what a lot of fans may have not known from the sport. Of not knowing that when they see a champion wrapping a belt around him from winning, that his winnings go towards paying for some old cheap ass belt made from peso wage. The fuck out of here. And then this fool Mauricio presenting all these damn different kind of belts. He got every single one of these greedy ass sanctioning bodies, got all these different layers of a title in each of the damn divisions they done created. They done created so many damn revenue streams in boxings that they have created all these goddamn divisions between weights and shit. They have added so many goddamn divisions in the damn sport of boxing. And even Mauricio was the one, he tried to even include one between cruiserweight to heavyweight. They created some bullshit that fighters didn't even jump into called bridgerweight. And guess what? Holding the WBC belt didn't bring value to that shit. The only thing that can bring value to a division is the fighters in it. This is why you see divisions that die off, divisions that go a little bit lukewarm, some divisions that remain kind of at a simmer, and then some divisions that just take the fuck off, not because of one of these funky ass belts is there, because they everywhere. It's about what fighters make these divisions fucking hot. Fuck the damn WBC. Fuck all of them. Get them out of here. Fighters, go make your fucking money. Stay competitive. Fight the best guys that are out there. Return the money to the sport. Mauricio ain't inject a penny to this motherfucker. He's just a thief. He's a thief. Now let's go into what he said about Terence.
Not comply with the rules, then he moves up to super middle and makes the fight of the century, beats Canelo, makes $50 million.
So now he talks about what he's done, and he goes and make 50 million. What the fuck that concern you? 50 million is the risk he's taking, on top of the value that fans have found in the damn fight, that the promoter knows he's going to make all this money back, but Mauricio's bringing up money like he's somehow a part of that shit. Mauricio ain't put up no money for the goddamn fight event. Mauricio's only coming there to bring a belt because of some old bullshit traditions of boxing that has followed boxing from whatever eras this shit start to come about. And they're letting a bunch of foreigners rob Americans because the money, these sanctioned organizations all in foreign damn countries. And then you get these motherfuckers that ride the curtails of fucking American fighters who are, the premier class in the damn sport. And you got Mauricio around here, ain't done shit a day in his fucking life, but continue to be how the rest of the shit shapes out in this goddamn world, and especially in this country, to where ain't shit ass motherfuckers who have been put in positions coming off these good old boy ass systems and good old boy ass clubs, and then just have handoffs. Ain't never lift a finger in their goddamn life. Put on suits, play like tough guys, and think they this and that. And because of the other thing with fighters may be physically gifted, but academically and intellectually, no. What the fuck? You better wake the fuck up. Let's continue.
Around that, the WBC absolutely is not going to charge 3% of such an amount. We made a very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with 225.
He acting like that's some old cheap ass shit. We asked for 300,000. That ain't your fucking money, stupid. Ain't a penny of that shit Mauricio's fucking money. What the fuck he talking about? We dropped our percentage, man. Congress or what is it? International Trade Commission. Get these scumbag motherfuckers out of here. He up there looking at somebody's pocket, talking 300. That's a lot of fucking money. But acting as if because these dudes made a lot of money for what they went in, and then he putting gloves on, getting punched by another motherfucker and avoiding his punches, and a bitch who sit front row, bringing nothing but a belt to this motherfucker to hand off to people, acting like he deserves $300,000. That's why I be saying a lot of shit I see in the world, and when you look at economics, it's some bullshit, stupid ass bullshit. That's why I say motherfuckers is stupid in this world. And like I said years ago, when me and Mauricio going back and forth, that he was a piece of shit ass motherfucker. And it was stupid for anybody to fucking put value on these belts. Who the fuck watches boxing for belts? That's why when I first hopped on, there used to be so many people talking about sanctioning bodies and rated the belts and all that shit. And I used to be like, I didn't know nothing about the belts anymore. I used to know that shit as a kid and looking at boxing through encyclopedia and looking at the old system. And over years, fell off of that shit because the belts never mattered. You always cared about seeing the combatants that participate in this shit fighting who they needed to fight. And if they didn't fight anybody, it don't mean nothing. The big fights, the big money fights ain't title fights. They ain't belt fights. The belts don't add value to shit. Whoever's facing who is bringing a value to that shit. It's simple as that. Anthony Joshua probably about to make the most money in his fucking career, possibly. I don't know if that is, or whether it's Canelo, but he's about to make a tremendous amount of fucking money. Coming in late in the fight, a fight they ain't had no build up to, where he's about to make a shit ton of fucking money fighting Jake Paul on a quick notice, and it ain't got shit to do with any of these fucking sorry ass belts. It ain't got nothing to do with these sorry ass belts. These sorry ass fucking sanctioned bodies seeing the potential that motherfucking Jake Paul has created for his goddamn self. For them to even try to jump on that shit and trying to throw Jake Paul into its rating system. They even try to throw Jake Paul into their rating system. These motherfuckers ain't shit but goddamn scavengers. Let me continue on with this chump ass motherfucker Mauricio. And I can't wait to go into Terence Crawford shit because he gonna light into this punk's ass.
$1,000 with $225,000 going to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route. No response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge. It's great. It's about greatness. And I'm relieved, to tell you the truth.
Oh, arrogant ass prick, man. Other boxers should say, man, F this dude, because this is how they view you. Them belts don't mean shit. Who you fight is everything. Who you fight is everything. Jake Paul is of more value than any title that's out there in boxing. Tank Davis is even more value than a bunch of these fucking fighters, and he ain't shit. Than any title holding boxer. These titles don't earn you any fucking greater payday. Promoters ain't going after just paying you because you hold Mauricio Sulaiman's fucking belt. They gonna look at what your draw is. Things that matter more than motherfucking belts and all that shit is the value that TV networks put into you. A TV network ain't about to just look at you because you hold a title, because they realize most fans don't give two fucks about that. Because the paying customer that they put value in is usually a casual motherfucker who the belts just don't work for anymore. But they know who is who, what is what. Like, get the fuck out of here. This fool out here talking about $300,000. And let me go into Terence in there clowning this fool with showing his titles, because the trophy case still looks good, even without Mauricio's belt. But guess what? Terence is still an undisputed champion. Taking the belt away from him, and everybody gonna be like, they ain't never seen him lose to nobody. You taking the belt does nothing for the next motherfucker that fights for that worthless shit. And hopefully Turkey and them get their goddamn way, that they take the value away from all that shit. Because they about to control everything in boxing any goddamn way. And at this point, that's the way it should be.
Though. Y'all see them though. Y'all see them though. And I'm missing two.
And he missing two because he ain't paid their ass.
Still in the plastic, don't worry about it.
So I think he said, and he's still missing two.
I see them though.
Belts that Mauricio talked about he didn't pay for. Motherfucker, I paid $300,000 for a belt. Fuck out of here.
That's Canelo right there, guys. That's Canelo right there. That's Spence right there. That's Ndongo right there. They just didn't put him on there. Undisputed. See them ring belts? See them ring belts?
for these basic ass belts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he said the ring
Got
belt
another
is free. The belt with the most value to it is the ring belt, which he says is free. The fuck is Mauricio talking about? Let me say something to y'all in the chat, and we'll go on to what Terrence got to say to this goddamn punk. Lassie Cuss says, "How dare you call me racist? You're the racist." Yeah, remember Mauricio saying that shit? Mauricio was hotter than fish grease when I called his whole ass out. And then and the guy body Sean says, "Motherfuckers thought Bud was gonna call for 300K." Says, so Canelo been paying this dumb ass shit, says, for a while. Says he's goofy. Yeah, Canelo dumb. Canelo dumb. But Canelo's also had his way with Mauricio. When Canelo be like he ain't gonna pay for a fee, Mauricio be begging Canelo, please don't leave us, please don't drop the belt. We need you. You represent the WBC. Canelo, it's okay if you pop hot on drugs. We'll suspend you, but you ain't gonna lose the title. And then he look at Benavidez, who has less value to him than Canelo does. He gets cocaine caught in the system. First thing Mauricio does, take the title away, suspend him. Think he missed weight as well. Canelo, he loses weight, drops the title. They let Canelo go fight for this shit. But when Canelo pops hot on a banned substance for performance enhancing, he remains the champion. The belt is tied up. Like, what the fuck is Mauricio got all these double standards? Then he creates this most retarded shit in boxing. It's what really should have threw fighters off is when he created that damn franchise shit. And it's crazy how that franchise shit is not even a thing of mention anymore. That shit has faded away, and it died off when the two fighters he gave the tag to end up quickly fading away from that shit. Mauricio tried to rank them as if they being unstoppable fighters that was going to move through all these other ranks and defeating people. Canelo lost that shit. Lomachenko lost that shit. This dude is a fraudulent ass dude. And like I said, I called him out because I knew he's a racist ass piece of shit. He can smile it. I know a racist motherfucker. Most dumbass people don't. They think a racist is going to sit there and call you the N-word and all this other shit. And then Velocity Cuss says, play clips of you cooking Mauricio Sulaiman, says on Conehead channel. Always motherfucking right, homie. Always right. Man, I know whole ass people from a billion miles away. Let me see. I don't even know if I can find that video anymore. Because I think it was on my old channel, and I don't think I saved that shit. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that shit. Let me see if I can find that video. Yeah, Mauricio was mad than a motherfucker. I set him up so cold on that shit. Let me see. Mauricio. Wait, let me see. Do I got it on here? I don't even think I got the video. Hold on. Let me see if it's on this other backup channel. Damn, I think I done lost the video, folks. I think I done lost that damn video. Losing all these goddamn channels, man. Let me see. Hopefully I can get one of my old channels back. I'm going to see after a while if I can get that old channel back. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me try to find that. Man, I seen another good video, man, on Jab Queen channel. Jab Queen did a video. Where did I see that video? Was it from today? Where she exposed about the EA Sports. So it's just like the Saudis coming in here just buying up everything. They went in there and along with Donald Trump, who are always right with motherfucking Reggie again, homie. Everything for sale up under this crooked motherfucker. And his son-in-law being part of this buy of this EA Sports purchase. Something like $50 billion for some video game goddamn shit. And these fools that have a complete domination of this shit. Nope, I don't got that damn video. Let me see. Sulaiman. Nope. I think I done lost that video, folks. Yeah, you probably gotta go to Fred channel to find that shit. Unless I got it, unless I don't know what I have it saved under. But I think I done lost that video with me and Mauricio Sulaiman whole ass. The damn biggest crook in all of damn sports. Goddamn blazing fucking bigot. Yeah, I can't find that video. I don't know where the hell that video at. Maybe it's on here one day. Maybe I'll re-upload it. But I think I lost it. I definitely had to lose it with one of these channels I done recently lost. So I know it's definitely on there. Let me see. You're the racist. Nope, I wouldn't even know what it's titled under. So F it, it is what it is. And then and the God Body Sean try to say that for the boxers retirement fund. Yeah, talking about some retirement fund. He ain't giving them damn boxers an inch or nothing. Them boxers still poor as fuck, struggling. He'll probably act like he giving them a check and is helping them for shit. They got all type of high-end medical costs. Man, he think he gonna get out of other fighters. It's the responsibility to fight. How about Mauricio go to the promoters and ask them that you gotta fundraise. That's what Mauricio should be out there fucking doing. Go fundraise. Don't just try to force what you gonna take out of a damn fighter's purse off of labor they done fucking committed. That extra money that Mauricio trying to get for a worthless, cheap ass built belt can go to the rest of their goddamn team. They can be bonuses to the rest of the people on their damn team to increasing what they deserve because they put the work in, put the sacrifices, waking up early in the morning to train with these guys, going into far off places to train, stay disciplined, follow a routine, and stick to it through an 8-week plan going into a fight where a motherfucking get hurt. And then Velasquez says, facts, says, fuck them belts, says Turkey Man, says, and piece of shit Dana says, need to take over the game, says one belt, one name. Facts. Simple as that. And then you don't have to pay for that shit. It should be free. I got Mauricio in here clown ass. The fool ain't never had a fight in his childhood. And then Mark Summers says, Reggie sounded like he wants Ice to go after Mauricio. Yeah, I should. But Mauricio and where he belong. The belts ain't where they belong. They should raid Floyd House and go get them damn immigrant ass belts. Ice, go raid every boxer with a WBC belt and go arrest them old immigrant ass belts and get them the fuck out of here. Send them back to Mauricio House. Get them the fuck out of here. Let me call Trump up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me go on mute real quick. Gotta call Trump up. Hey, man, Trump, I got a drop for you, homie. This will really get your numbers up. We got boxers harboring illegals in this motherfucker. Yeah. Yep, Floyd got a bunch of them. Go to his shit, get them motherfuckers up out of here, and they belong in Mauricio shit. Go get them, Trump. Yeah, Roar money. Oh yeah, you know what's in that shit. All right, for sure, man. I'll talk to you later, Trump. But it's still fuck you. Bye. All right. So I got that call. That call went through. Got that shit handled. So Trump will be handling that. We gonna get them belts the fuck up out of here. Mauricio, you can take every single WBC belt you done ever built, you piece of shit. And then and the Velasquez says Hamza gonna beat Millie, says and Billy says for that belt, says and then run with Redhead, says September facts. That's all that bullshit Mauricio trying to pull is to put Canelo right back in a position to becoming the WBC champion. And then want to get his filthy hands into trying to realign himself whenever Canelo or make Canelo wait to do a rematch with Crawford. But Turkey, I'm going to be like, fuck that. This fight is in my country and all sanctioning bodies are banned from coming over here. We ain't fighting for no belt. As a matter of fact, they don't need to come over there. Terence got the ring belt. Y'all going to just fight for the ring. That's simply it. Terence should drop all the other belts. Say, all y'all take the rest of y'all shit. Don't need it. It's simple as that. Fuck Mauricio. We gonna go in here and make our money. Don't no fans or nobody give a fuck about none of them goddamn belts y'all put on. And the fact that Mauricio has, in his mind, has played that the belts are that much of a value that all fighters want to fight for them because some fighters are dumb enough to add value to that shit. Sitting behind waiting for that shit. Wanted to fight this dude because thinking because this person holds that belt, that makes him something. And then these fighters wonder why they can't gain any fame and they have no value on themselves. Because they sitting out here waiting to chase an opportunity to get a belt off of some motherfucker. Like you motherfuckers are stupid as shit. And then in Conquest in there rolling, Godbody Sean says why Lester and then Billy ain't fighting for that belt. Says, oh, cuz. Says, Lester is Bud homie. Says, who is Lester? And the Godbody Sean says, motherfuckers should have been cool with 50K. Yeah, man, I wouldn't give him 50K. That's too damn much. I'm going to give that motherfucker what that weak-ass belt costs. That belt ain't cost Mauricio no more than $1,000 to make that shit. In America, it wouldn't cost no more than $1,000 to make a WBC belt. let alone you making that motherfucker in Mexico. Give me like Terrence even said in the video. He gonna say in this video, I ain't got a receipt on none of them fucking belts. Now I'm glad he said that shit. Because that was a very, very, very smart statement. And when really looking at this shit, really analyzing this shit, you gonna tell me I gotta give you a percentage of shit. What the fuck did it cost? Usually if you paying for some shit, you paying for the cost and labor. All the other little costs that go into it is fucking distribution and all that other shit. Maybe the value put on it. And the motherfucker gonna tell you it's a percentage of your fucking purse. Get the fuck out of here. And your percentage he taking is $300,000. Then you can buy your kids some houses off of that shit. Get the fuck out of here. How is Mauricio family living? If Mauricio got family and shit, I don't know Mauricio motherfucking LGBTQ and shit. But do he got any children? I ain't never seen no Mauricio Jr. or Mauricio Sulaiman. I ain't never seen none of that shit. And then in Conquest Center saying, oh, and then Gabari Sean says that Bud died in the ring, said Mauricio still would have wanted his cut. So yeah, he'd be at his damn casket at the funeral. In fact, Bud family had to beat the dog shit out of Mauricio coming to their funeral collecting. Like this nigga think he on that goddamn cartel shit or something. And then Mark Sumner says the value of the belt says comes from who's holding it, says and who they're defending it against. Simply it. And so therefore you don't even need a belt. Meaning the belt ain't worth the motherfucking thing. So the fighters should recognize us two getting in the ring, handling business with each other, negotiating the deal is where the money come from. Don't no promoter be like, man, what belt you got? Oh my God, that shit gonna look so fly on TV. Everybody gonna come to watch you two motherfuckers fight for the WBC belt. Don't nobody give one fuck about that shit. I ain't never seen a banner put up for a fight that even shows a picture of the belt. I ain't never seen none of that shit. These fighters do face-offs, stand toe-to-toe. Yeah, somebody may wear a belt, let it be known I'm the champion, he fighting me, but nobody gives a fuck because them belts can be lifted from off your ass, you lose that goddamn fight. Them belts, you walking in as a champion with them belts don't guarantee to win. You can lose them belts with nail, goddamn it. Bernard Washington in the building, salute, bro, salute. And then Gabari Sean says we talked about Saudi Arabia buying up everything. Says remember you did a build on it. Says it started with them buying golf. Says then soccer. Says then boxing. Now Pokemon. Says go ahead EA Sports. Them fools buying everything. Guess what? Made in a fucking America. And hopefully the Saudis don't start losing their fucking mind. That's why that damn king who killed that reporter come over there and Trump went and Trump over there kissing his fucking ass. Because Trump's setting up deals for his family. Because Trump about to leave America. Ain't no fucking America first. Trump ideal of America first that the dummies didn't realize is I'm going to steal from America first. Then I'm going to steal from over here. And then we all good to go. Because we going to keep making this dope. Fuck y'all. I'm going to steal from America first. And then last, I'm going to say, fuck all y'all. That's what it is. I see through that shit. Been seeing. May be like I'm on some old intel shit on the motherfuckers. These motherfuckers plotted this shit to rape the fuck out of this goddamn nation, to pillage off this shit. True colonizing style. And the Saudis are here to buy this for sale ass shit up. Because Donald Trump ain't doing nothing but putting for sale signs on shit. Let me cut here, because we ain't putting on our money. Us rich folks ain't paying them taxes on that shit. We're going to cut this program, cut this department, this and that, but I'm going to sell all this shit. Son, you want to buy this video game? Because these some video game playing motherfuckers out here. Hey, Saudis, y'all got the money to put up. We got some video game playing motherfuckers up here. You may want to get this EA. Okay, I'm going to approve the deal. I'm going to bypass Congress. You ain't got to go through none of that approval and subcommittee investigation. We're going to bypass all that shit. You can have it. And the guy by Sean says, oh, yeah, I read that one about the Saudis and shit. And fools. That was a good thing that Jag Queen did. And then M-Quest in there rolling and shit. I think when I called Trump, made my phone call to Trump about the immigrant belts. And then Michael Wilson says, to really make a statement, says all fighters need to stand behind Crawford. Facts. Facts. Tell these sanctioned bodies, fuck them. Give them what you feel you want to give them. And it should be at $1,000. And then Philip A says, and plus they have multiple division belts. Says they charge them for, says fuck that belt. Fuck all them belts. And then Philip A says Mauricio killing his own brand. Says he's greedy and dumb as fuck. And he says a loser should have to make the winner a belt. Says out of his fight purse. Says every title fight. And the Velocity Cuss says, hey, cuz, says that the WBO and IBF strip Janet Beck for popping hot. I ain't heard none of that shit. Because I don't give a fuck about these belts. I don't give a fuck about a champion. They should be suspended. You got Ryan ain't Ryan talking about fighting for a WBC belt against that damn dude who let everybody kick his ass? Barrios. The fuck out of here. And he rated some high. But let's go into Terence Crawford shit. Terence say some shit, man. He say some old always right with Reggie Owens shit in this video. He the undisputed champion saying Reggie Owens shit to this punk ass goddamn sanctioning belt president chump ass dude Mauricio Sulaiman. He about to sound just like me speaking on this shit, but I ain't losing no $300,000. Well, he ain't lost shit. I ain't the one losing the belt. This motherfucker, the badass motherfucking dude who he earned a ton of my respect, not just from this shit, but a lot of shit he stands on. But here we go. Especially the way he played Bob Arum in that last fight on his contract. Salute to this motherfucking dude.
Listen. I got something to say. I got a lot to say. What's up, though, everyone? I'm gonna say that first and foremost. I'm gonna just say what's up. But I gotta dive right into it. I see Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something.
So Mauricio tried to get $400,000 out of him. $400,000 out of him
for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize. Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit.
Real shit.
Fuck you talking about paying you $300,000? What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them.
Always but right with Reggie Owens.
The WBC think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. The fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot in the fucking ring?
It's just pause. It's gonna come back.
Gonna fucking wear down as the years pass. That don't even make sense. I'm the motherfucker that's putting my life on the line, not you.
Right.
You ain't stepping your motherfucking ass in that ring. You or nobody else. You or nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see it irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite. Him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that.
Off
You
of
know,
the fighters'
and
fees.
guess who got to pay for it?
Fighters.
Us fighters. We paying for y'all
Pimping y'all
to
ass.
come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime.
Keep your money.
It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head, and every time we step foot in the ring, we gotta pay them a sanction fee like they the government. We getting taxed. It's crazy. Then he said, allegedly, I made X amount of money. You don't know how much I made. You don't know how much I made. Once again, you're speculating. You're speculating.
They got Alicia Baumgartner pretty ass on.
So listen.
Show today.
Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo.
That's all. That's an
It's
added
okay.
to that
It
shit
happens.
too.
You know?
That's
But
a
if
fact.
you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting.
Smoked it.
But listen though, you should have took the money, and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion.
Hey, that's a
Insane.
real last statement. Oh damn, I back this shit up. That's a real last statement. Mauricio should have been thankful. He was rocking his weak ass belt.
Y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all.
Let me skip that up.
You don't know how much I made. You don't know how much I made. Once again, you're speculating.
Oh, let me back
Do
that
that
up.
sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it?
I can't find that Mauricio.
We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head,
Sulaiman interview.
and every time we step foot in the ring, we gotta pay them a sanction fee like they the government. We getting taxed. It's crazy. Then he said, allegedly,
wicked.
I made X amount of money. You don't know how much I made. You don't know how much I made. Once again, you're speculating. You're speculating. So listen, Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money, and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. As your champion, the WBC champion. The undisputed champion at that. But you want to make it about you. You want to say, oh, well, you stripping me. Like, I've been stripped before. IBF just stripped me when I was at 147. Doesn't matter. I'm still considered the undisputed champion. I'm still the champion in the division. Because you know why? The only belt that's recognizable as the champion is the ring belt, baby. That's the number one belt in the division. That trumps all belts. And guess what? It's free. It's free. How you love that? $180,000 free. How much your belt cost? I wonder how much your belt cost. Huh? I don't see no receipts on your belt. It's crazy. Y'all be having so much taxes on these belts. You got some nerves. It's crazy that
That shit wild.
you can sit up there and have all these belts. You know, you got the WBC silver, the WBA intern,
And that's good to hear boxers
whatever
express
belt
this
y'all
shit.
got, and you taxing these fighters every time they fight, and you claim that you for these fighters. You're not for these fighters. You probably worse than the promoters.
He Lane Kiffin. This nigga Lane Kiffin.
But hey,
Lane
I wish you
Kiffin
the
out here.
best. You know, I wish you the best. You and your company. You know, Turkey. I hope y'all get that done, man. I hope y'all get that done, so
Yeah,
so we
talk
can
about
all.
that. This is what he
see,
hoping gets done.
You know, people face like this guy. You know,
This is
go
what
away
he's
from
hoping
boxing
Turkey and
because
Dana get
they
done.
ruin the sport with all these antics that they do.
Absolutely.
You know, they got they ranking systems when people be mandatories for years, like Benavidez. You know, they don't strip these fighters, but I give credit to the IBF. They stripped me. They ain't even give me time. They stripped me, pop me. Even though I wasn't, you know, coming back down the weight, but you know, they handled their business. They did what they were supposed to do. The WBC, you ain't never see them strip no Canelo for the Benavidez. He was what, mandatory for like 2 years? It's crazy. But you know, that's that favoritism shit. But
Real shit.
I'm good though, baby. I'm good. I'm living life. I'm happy. You know. Yeah, man. Still the champion. Can't take that away from me. History already been made, baby. The great. Like I said yesterday, I am legend. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm about to go in here and give me a.
Oh, here go this Mauricio interview here. Let me find that shit. All right, good shit, Terence. Good shit. Let me go back to Always Right with Reggie on. Let me find this segment with me and Mauricio. And I had to school Mauricio with this genius shit and calling this dumb punk out the way he needed to be called out. And like I said, I've always said things about Mauricio and about these belts. They worthless. I don't ever watch no damn. My favorite fighter, Lennox. I ain't never gave a damn about what belt Lennox had or he's a champion here. This shit, don't nobody when they even talk boxing talks this shit about what belt they had. Like a lot of people say, and it's the God honest truth that it was what's his name? It was Floyd Mayweather who brought that shit. Who brought that about that shit with the sanctioning titles. Nobody care about that goddamn these goddamn belts. Let me see. They may have edited that clip out with me and Mauricio. Let me see. Let me see. Where is that? I don't think I see it. Oh yeah, here we go. I found it. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go with me and Mauricio. Let's go into this one. This is from Fred Coonthorn's channel, Coon Shop Conversations with Fred Hawthorne. So this, damn, what was this? This was, damn, 4 years ago. Was it 2000? Is this the original video? So what year is that? That's 2021? January. Oh, so it was early 2021. So it's damn near 5 years ago. So right towards the end of the beginning of 2021. So January 18, 2021, when Marie and Mauricio, but it was over some old punk shit that Mauricio said about Muhammad Ali that people watched that interview because he did it on fucking the interview I was speaking of. He did that shit on Fight Hype, I believe, and shit. And he said some old real foul shit. And I peeped the old racist bullshit behind it, disrespect towards Muhammad Ali's faith. About what he was disrespecting and talking about how he wasn't facing Mecca, had him eat pork and all this other shit and laughing about it. But everybody else overlooked it. They were happy to get an interview with this scumbag motherfucker. But let me see. Let me jump this up, son. All right, here we go. All right, this is Fred Coonthorne, y'all.
A federal offense with
I clown Fred, went in on Fred tough. He's still my brother, but he's just a coon nigga. He be like how Pittsburgh T coon over Trump and shit.
Consequences, which is
It should be
a very good
channel, man. It used to be a dope
decision that the United States has put into the law.
Okay, we got Reggie Owens, H Money, and L Dude. He's only here for an hour, so we're gonna get these in. So we got one question, and feel free to stay if you want to stay a little bit longer, Mauricio. You're more than welcome to. You know?
I'm very happy and
okay. Are you good? You good?
Yes, of course I'm good.
Okay, Reggie, what's up, man?
Oh man, what's up, Fred? Man, once again, Fred, you shocked us with this one. You shocked us. Great one.
Oh, at this
and hello to you, Mauricio. But I got some questions. I got a question for you, and it mainly sticks with, yesterday was the birthday of a boxing icon, boxing legend, in Muhammad Ali. So last year, I seen you pay tribute to Muhammad Ali, and the story that you brought up was a story about as a young kid, he spent the night at your house, and supposedly he asked, he was supposed to set to do the prayer that they pray in the direction of Mecca. And from the story that you gave is that he asked you which direction to point in. You go back down to talk to your mother, and your mother asks what direction he points in, and it's the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And then your second story was the one of being at a banquet and him sitting with your father, or your father asks you to watch over him, and him being hungry. And when he asks for something to eat, you bring him some food over, and he's devouring it. And when he asked what the food was, it was pork. Now, I thought the story where you're laughing about it, but I thought the story was complete disgust. It was major disrespect. And you kind of played,
that smile,
kind of an insult to his religion and to the person that he was. Have you ever apologized to the family for that? And the reason why I bring this up, because when it comes to questions involving you, there seems to be a huge disparity in the way you go about leveraging the way in which you balance out your functions in life, your function in control of a system based upon race. Now, your issue with Freshan de Cruz, where you stood out and you stepped in front of defending the lady going through, because she's...
And salute to him letting me speak without, because most people would have jumped in trying to cut off and wanted to deflect away from this shit. So
some Mexican descent going through.
Just as soon as I said salute him, he jumps in. But I wasn't done with the set of questions because he don't want me to go on about the Frenchon shit, which really exposed his little racial trends and shit.
Let me finish.
Let me first go to Ali.
Well, no, I don't want to ask two questions, but she's going through a gender transition, but being of Mexican descent, how you defended those who spoke out against her. When many people who had opinions about this lady knew that this lady was going through therapeutic steroid use. Now, when it came to giving back the belt to the female black champion, there seemed to be issue in which the time in which those belts were returned. And the same thing, you show favor when it comes to the other Mexican champion who has a little bit of, what can I say? Shame amongst his reputation as being a drug use, PD user, and you attach a goddamn franchise tag to him to allow him to avoid champions like the Trollo who have done every step to follow this dude. And you seem to have these big beat time racial issues. Now you ain't got to wear a hood and you ain't got to use the N-word, but your actions show that you have some racial biases.
Can I talk now?
Go ahead.
Okay, first, I was 12 years old, and those were stories that are great anecdotes, and I have had Lonnie Ali and all the Ali family, great relationship.
Look how uncomfortable Fred got.
For many, many years. So if you cannot find humor in a stupid 12-year-old boy who doesn't know that a Muslim cannot eat pork and doesn't know where's north and south in his own house, then you have a problem. Second, you are being racist for calling me a racist.
No, I'm being honest. You
are the one that are racist. I am very good friend with Muslim, with Jewish, with Arabs, with Mexican, with any country, every religion. You can call any fighter that you know from any race and ask him how we relate.
Where's
Paul Sean Porter, Corey Errol Spence, Paul Wilder. I was with Wilder in the Vatican with Pope Francis. How dare you call me racist? You are the one that are racist. I am friends, and I have defended all the human equality. My father stood by Nelson Mandela for 19 years. We have a letter from Nelson Mandela that he sent from prison.
Hey, so did the people who imprisoned Nelson Mandela. They stood by him as well. Fuck out of here, man. These racist motherfuckers love spewing out shit that goes over the head of the average, well, a large majority of stupid motherfuckers.
To my father. My father was awarded in the United Nations and a citation for fighting against apartheid. We went to South.
His father did not fight against apartheid. You represent a boxing fucking organization. Which, did they, oh wait, no, I'm about to say, didn't they put on a fight in South Africa? But I think America stood against motherfucking probably anything taking place. So your father ain't stood for shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Korea to unite South and North Korea.
Never did he do any of that shit. They just went over there looking to bum for fucking money. That was it.
You are the one that is racist to calling me those names because I only have respect, friendship, and honor to any fighter in the face of the earth. Thank you.
Well, let me respond to you real quick because I'm going to point you out as being a racist because you can speak all that. But when it comes to even the deepest, most open racists will work with anyone who they hate as long as money is the equation and the X factor in the relationship. So that don't cover ish.
I need $300,000 plus $100,000 from you, Terence. Hey, get the fuck out of you earning this money from you, chump ass.
When it comes to the way in which you see things delivered seamlessly through the sport, there's a huge dipping and waving almost on some roller coaster type ish when it comes to the sport. Now you brought up that shit to want to covering your ass of being a racist, but you never answered the Freshonda Cruz time in which you returned that belt.
Let's call Freshonda Cruz right now. She's
a call her for what?
She's very.
And I'm out, Fred. I'm out because I don't want to hog it.
Take your time and elaborate on.
Look
yeah.
Look how uncomfortable he is.
You in the barber shop, man. You in the barber.
Look how uncomfortable he is. That boy red now. Look at him.
Shop, man.
Good, and I take it, but don't call me racist.
Okay. Hey, the same way they shoot, the same way you can shoot. Let's go.
I respect him for putting his camera on and say it to my face.
Yeah.
But he's wrong.
Okay.
Freshonda Cruz.
Always right with Reggie motherfucking Owens. You's a fucking racist, Mauricio. You're a piece of shit ass dude. I'm glad like a motherfucker Terence called this motherfucker out. I'm glad as fuck Terence wasn't paying this motherfucker.
Beautiful lady. He's our champion.
Then talking about what Franchon is. And look, I was the first one to highlight this shit about the shit he was pulling with Franchon. Champside was a dude that was constantly on this shit. I think Champside ran a video every day on that shit, which brought attention to that shit for the fact that Mauricio was not trying to return that chick her fucking belt. After that fucking big-ass steroid-bound dyke went in the ring against French. I think it's the fight where Franchon got her damn wig knocked off her head. Hold on, let me show that shit. Where her coach, wait, let me finish playing this one. Where her coach is like, get that shit off her goddamn head. Let me play this shit, because I know some people don't watch boxing.
I talk to her often, and I'm very proud of her. Mm-hmm. And when we have to follow a protocol on a doping situation, that's what we did. What I defended the lady Jimenez was people calling her to be a man, and she's not a man. I know her daughter. I have known her for many years, and it's completely out of respect to call someone who is gay to call her that she's a man and say all these things that they said about her. Anyway, I feel proud, and
this motherfucker gonna defend that the girl want to be a fucking man. Like, this how dumb he is, man. You just let these dummies talk, homie.
It
sounds.
And I just I really prove everything that I have.
I wish I would have stayed on there when he was saying this shit to be able to respond. But like I said, I don't be wanting to hog a show. This was Fred's show back when the show was still good.
And I have so many friends in every single race and religion. So.
And then that's what racist motherfuckers always say when you call them out about they got friends. I got black friends. No, you don't. You motherfucking token holding motherfuckers.
Yeah,
that's absolutely.
Why did it take so long to reinstate Franchon Cruz? Because you literally jumped out the window. Because I remember, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, Mauricio. I don't know if it's a man or a woman now. I'm being respectful. I'm being honest. I'm looking at her and I'm hearing her talk. I'm like, she's taking steroids. Like, I mean,
how you spell Franchon?
And I'm just an ordinary guy. I've never even taken a Tylenol in my life, Mauricio. And I'm like, never smoked weed, never drank. And I'm like, it's something fishy about her. You understand? Then you jumped out the window.
She's gay. She's gay.
Yeah, gay.
And she was born
versus
and she has a girl baby.
His whole name
and she's gay.
And she ended up 30.
She was a heavyweight and came down and lost a lot of weight and changed her life around. And why it took so long? Because there is a process that you have to do whenever there's a doping violation.
Okay.
The Povetkin case took over a year. I mean, we have been consistent. We put Jimenez in champion in recess. We immediately withdrew recognition until the investigation happened. So I think it's been completely misviewed.
Look at this whole ass nigga.
If you only see one side and you stick to that side and you don't have the open mind to look at what really is happening, that's when you get to wrong conclusions.
And you could be right. It's the only thing is I read a letter that had a WBC letterhead on it as it pertains to Jimenez, and I'm like, this long letter. I'm like, that was, and then she ended up popping. You know what I mean? And now it goes into the effects of Franchon Cruz's career. Like, what are the
no, Franchon, she could have been active and she just didn't fight, and the pandemic has gotten in the way. But the WBC in no way stopped franchise from anything.
Yeah.
The letter that you're referring to was the day after the fight when she was labeled of all accusations that she was a man. That's when I defended her. When the thing of the doping came, we did all the investigations as we do in every single process. And I mean, I feel offended by not looking into the whole picture, because if you
always got some whole ass. That's why I'm glad Terence said that shit. Salute to you, Terence, for calling this bitch ass motherfucker out. He always got some old bullshit ass excuse, which is what's common with motherfuckers. See, the thing with Mauricio, he ain't used to motherfuckers calling them out, and that's the thing with this, with this kind of this internet age of shit. It's the fact that you have these platforms to be able to speak out on what's wrong with shit within the sport. Otherwise, everything has always remained silent. Nobody has ever addressed this motherfucker. And then let me find this shit with the girl she going in there with, because this is the fight where Franchon get her wig knocked off. Let me show that shit. This one, the girl is so full of steroids and so manly, like she popped Franchon on top of her damn head and knocked the Davy Crockett wig she put on, because Franchon Cruz over the top with fashion and shit. She be way overboard with fashion and shit. And she had this little Davy Crockett looking wig on her head. This old buff ass bitch knocked the shit off her head. But is this the girl? No, this ain't her. Wait, what the hell? They putting the wrong fights on here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me find this shit. No, that ain't the girl. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I got to show the folks who don't watch boxing like that. Let me type in the fight Franchon hair knocked off. Let me see. Okay, here go a clip. Let me see. Here it go. This how hard this girl was hitting. She knocked Franchon wig off her head. Oh, come on, motherfuckers. Play the video. Stop talking so much. Oh, I'm looking for somebody with the video real quick, folks. Give me 1 second to find this shit. And let me go back to the Fred video where he's addressing Mauricio lying ass about the Franchon shit, about taking so damn long to take that.
Kill a man. If you shoot someone,
taking that dice,
you go through a process
from her.
Okay.
And you go and you are you go to a jury and you're found guilty or innocent. Any offense goes, you have the opportunity to defend yourself.
Yeah,
and this is what happens in doping violations. You cannot just simply go and, without doing the investigation, without doing the process, reach a conclusion. That would be completely against the humanity and the human, how do you call that? Human resource, human rights.
Right. Okay. H Money, you ready?
Shit ain't got shit. Go crazy ass
All right.
H Money, man. That shit ain't got shit to do with no fucking human rights. I don't know what the fuck Mauricio talking about. He goes dumb splaining shit. Let me see. Here go a video of Franchon wig getting knocked off. Now, let me see if there's another one. But that was Mauricio was foul as fuck for that shit. Let me see. Is this another one? She had that shit. That motherfucking Barry. What was her name? Barry Hunter. He said, "Man, take this bullshit off her fucking head." Look at her ass. Hold on. Look, she was so embarrassed. Like, this was some dumb shit with this chick. Because she kept grabbing for that wig. She didn't want that wig coming off. You ever known Franchon? She known for doing, like, stupid shit. So she get her head, the wig knocked off, and she in the ring looking like buckwheat and shit. And she was so embarrassed, man. I think the coach ended up slapping her. The coach slapped her like, take this motherfucking shit off your goddamn head. That motherfucker old big steroid popping beast that punched her so hard that shit knocked her damn where they glue that shit, a glue on, whatever the way the girls put the wigs on these motherfucking chicks' head. She knocked the damn whatever that shit. I forget. I'll be hearing the term for that shit. She knocked her press on or whatever, front lace. She knocked her front lace off that shit. That nigga Barry said, take that shit off her motherfucking head. Hold on, let me find this shit. Here we go, folks. I done found it. Hold on. That nigga slap one of the niggas slap her. Like, get this shit off your raggedy ass fucking head. Coming in with this stupid shit. Look, the round over, she in there trying to hold that shit. She had a hairstylist. Look at this shit. Oh, Conan ass with natural head. Crazy. She's screaming, not wanting that shit to come off. They tripping. They slapped her. Oh, fuck. Oh, she coming this bitch on some old high fashion diva shit. And now she in this motherfucker looking like Whoopi from fucking color purple ass shit, man. Fucking Mauricio foul. Look at her, man. Look at nigga slapped her. Good. Look at that cheek tripping. Look. Watch the nigga slap her. Oh my god. Oh, let me back the slap up. Nigga slapped her. Look at her, watch. Look at her stupid. Wake your ass up. Look, she mad at that nigga. She mad at her dude. I think that's her husband. She mad as fuck, man. You got to deal with these goddamn attitudes. Over here. Look at her. Look at that look she giving to this dude. I think that's her husband. She probably divorced that nigga right after this shit. Look at that head. God damn, Franchon. What the fuck? Look, she mad. Over here. Look, there go the girl. Look at this. The girl they Mauricio allowed in this motherfucker. Talking about a clean boxing program that don't find clean nothing until you been in the ring already. Look at this old buff ass bitch. Man, this motherfucker program's been full of shit. Everything about Mauricio is full of shit. And I'm glad as hell Terence called this goddamn convict out. Now, the thing is, you see fighters going to fights under this WBC with Mauricio faking like he cleaned the damn sport up. They go in a damn fight, risking their lives against somebody on this shit when they're already at the highest level that these people at their peaks can reach, and then you get one of them injecting some shit that gives them an even doubled advantage and shit. And then Mauricio and them, his old drug testing motherfuckers, don't find shit until you already been in the fucking ring with people. So this girl in here with a girl who is, if she can take a drug to grow a dick, she would have had that motherfucker. And then Mauricio acting like he got to write a letter because what people call, and the girl looks like a dude and the girl don't look like no fucking woman. The girl role in her relationship is a fucking man. She ain't letting Mauricio think he got to come out and write. He wrote that letter because that woman out of Mexico. And nobody was accepting what she went in there and did to earn that victory. And then as soon as she popped hot, he waiting on that shit. And I think the girl even refused to even take the B sample test. That's the other shit she was doing. And then when the girl even failed the B sample, Mauricio still didn't return Franchon her belts. That's how full of shit he is, because he's one of these old convict motherfuckers who used to a dumbass society of people who don't respond to shit, don't pay attention to shit. But motherfuckers love boxing, pay attention to shit. He didn't give Franchon her belt until, the only reason I gave Franchon her belt, and I gotta give that nigga's credit, was because of Champ Side. Running them videos on that motherfucker every goddamn day. And even I think he had to get on Franchon's head because she almost didn't even acknowledge what he did for and shit. Because other than that, she would have never got that belt returned to her. Mauricio would have tried to return it to the old dyke bitch who ain't even returned. And let me jump back in the chat, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll be back for the music. We're gonna do the West Coast Wednesday on the backup channel and on the Twitch thing count I got. Said Bud is what's up, Mir? Says Bud is absolutely right. Says, however, those same belts is the same belts that helped him have any. Says the same. Oh, sorry, Bud is absolutely right. However, those same belts are the same thing that's helped him have any type of standing for a majority of his career. And he says you was on Fred channel. Says and he says it's been a minute. Yeah, that video was 4 years ago, almost close to 5 years ago. And then Philippe says, yep, says there it is. Says he keeps looking down at you. And then Mirror says, Fred 22 on no jumper, man. And then Philippe says, Red, you on that dude head? Says, and you just asking questions, laugh my ass off. Because it was bugged out that nobody paid attention to that Ali disrespect. That if you can disrespect a fucking great from a civil rights standpoint, humanitarian standpoint, and iconic boxing standpoint, hell, iconic human being standpoint, and you get on that motherfucking fight hype bullshit because they just happy to get an interview, and they didn't even see through the fact that this motherfucker was disrespecting Ali and thinking shit funny, and then he come in there talking about his innocence of a fucking 12-year-old. Bitch, you a 50-year-old, 60-year-old motherfucker telling this fucking story. You ain't highlight all the great shit that Ali done. You hyped on some shit to disrespect his religious faith. I was happy to see that motherfucker on Fred's show. And then Philippe says Fred cut his eyes too. And then Philippe says Fred also started agreeing with him. Says in silence, says he started nodding his head. And Mir says always right production. Yes, indeed, my brother Mir. And he said they talking about Franchon Cruz's name. Says yeah, you can't post the link. And he says, get that shit off her head. Man, that shit was funny as fuck. That old steroid popping bitch punched Franchon so hard that shit knocked the Davy Crockett off the top of her shit. Franchon was mad. She did not want to pull that shit off. That crowd started laughing. Everybody at TV laughing. That fool, Barry Hunter, I think that's that fool name. Barry Hunter slapped her ass and yelled that shit. I think when I was watching that shit, I fucking near fell out. When that nigga said, get that shit off her fucking head. She had beady beats all across the front of that motherfucker. Her hair like way back here. And if you know Franchon be like over the top with like futuristic fashion statements, going into fights, knowing she ain't got no real hair under that shit. But she never thought she'd be in a ring with a girl strong as a damn dude. Because she done popped some spinach in her motherfucking blood vessels. Vlasica says, Jimenez says, wasn't a bitch. She was a straight vato, man. For real, vato's local ass bitch. They're rolling. Philip shaking his fucking head. Says, hair weave killer, man. She knocked the glue out of Franchise. Shit, that shit is forever a classic, homie. That shit is forever classic. It is fucked up. And then Vlasica says, fact, says, Cruz and Zern says, more worried about her hair, says, then that stupid ass belt, man. Yeah, the belt that means shit to Franchise. That damn $25 wig meant more than the damn WBC title. She ain't thinking about no fucking belt. She went, hey, hey, Mauricio should have, hey, Mauricio should have made a belt that strap around her shit to lock her fucking head down, nigga. Oh, man. Make Franchise a buckle for her motherfucking wigs. Just strap her shit on and shit. Just wrap it around the top of her head and shit. Auto Boxer says, peace to myself and the brothers and sisters in the chat. Vlasica says, Spider Loke Wednesdays. Yeah, that's what do with the West Coast Wednesday shit. Step in there laughing out loud. Folks, it's all I got, man. Salute to this motherfucking Terence Crawford, man, who really got major respect for me when the way he handled his career over at Top Rank. The fact that Bob Arum can come out and say some of the most disrespectful shit, because Bob Arum a hoe. All these fools in boxing are punk-ass hoes that don't give two fucks about fighters. You even see that shit in Eddie Hearn, the way he goes at Devin Haney. He used to praise Devin. He no longer with him. He shits on him. Fucking Bob Arum with a host of his black fighters. Don't give a fuck about him. Like everything you all these Lane Kiffin ass motherfuckers don't give two shits about you. They gonna make every penny they can make off you. Can smile in your face and you think all that other shit. Don't be wooed by motherfuckers. This shit ain't nothing but a snake pit, homie. And you gotta be a damn fool to fall in the comfort of these motherfuckers. Even Turkey Alice Cheek. Regardless of what kind of money you're paying, he paying with what you fucking deserve, because he's guaranteed to be making a lot of money on the flip side of that shit of what he's paying you. Get everything you can get out of his ass. Don't ever trust his ass. Let Turkey go to battle for you against his competition, but never trust neither one of them motherfuckers. You ensure they do right by you. And Terence ain't got much to worry about. He's on his way out. And he gonna ensure when he gets in the ring, hundreds of millions of dollars come with that shit. And it's only the right thing to do. And it's probably a shitload of money for him in a Canelo rematch, being that Canelo wants to seek vengeance for his embarrassing defeat. It's only right that's gonna be $100 million fight. And especially if Turkey want to bring it to old sandbox ass Saudi Arabia and shit. Get major bread out the motherfuckers. They need y'all. He's putting on these events because he needs y'all. They want American. I ain't gonna say Western entertainment. They want American entertainment. Get your fucking bread, Terence. You on the way out. Them kids about to live like the Gates. His kids about to live like the Buffetts. About to live like the Gates. About to live. Who else rich in this motherfucker? Like the Musk. About to live like the Rockefellers. Kids about to live like all that shit. Get your bread, homie, and fuck giving a belt making motherfucker a peso price belt making motherfucker your money for some shit he ain't deserve. Fuck Mauricio Sulaiman. He ain't nothing but a racist motherfucker. And guess what? All this money coming off of black fucking fighters, but he sit here and give a steroid taking broad benefits of the doubt. She not on it. Jump out to defend her. Jump out to defend every Mexican damn fighter that pops hot on some goddamn banned substance. A motherfucker can tell him he ate eggs, he ate tacos, use that as an excuse for why they got this shit in their goddamn system. Get the fuck up out of here, Mauricio. Fool, full of fucking shit. A fucking clown. Canelo such and such high favor with the WBC out of Mexico that Canelo can get not even suspended. And Canelo should have faced heavy punishment when he popped hot for, what was that shit? Cambudero, I think it's called. When he popped hot during the Triple G rematch lead up, he should have been banned from boxing for like a year and a half, 2 years. They gave Canelo a 6-month ban, which I think gave Canelo time to recover because he's come off a surgery or something, but never took the title from him. Held the sport up in that division because it was money and money that Mauricio was looking to get versus taking that belt from Canelo and nobody able to replace that kind of revenue. He's so full of shit. And then the label fucking Canelo a franchise champion. For what? He even threatened motherfucking Mauricio. I think Canelo dropped the belt when Mauricio tried to force Canelo to fight Triple G or some shit like that. Like, the fuck out of here. Like, Mauricio's so full of shit. Then the Ukrainian motherfucker come along. He looked at him as the next cash cow to boxing and put him in position so he didn't have to fight the young black fighters that were up and coming. And then gave him a franchise where he didn't have to fight mandatories. He can go to other weights. And then they made mistakes in fighting people who whooped their asses. And then the franchise tag all of a sudden disappeared when it was black motherfuckers who came in a position of holding the throne in these damn areas they're in. Like, get the fuck out of here with Mauricio. Hopefully his days is numbered in the sport of boxing. And Terence Crawford just put his ass on supreme notice. Mayor says, Sulaiman called that boy Haney. He says, the pride champion. He in there rolling. The pride champion. Where the hell did he get that shit from? And then Philippe says it was her trying to get the wig back. And then Philippe says that's that damn thing off. Says take that damn thing off her head. And he says so Spartan Boxing says I think is the video, bro. Wait, what video? What video are you talking about? And he says, what about that other lady? Says that fought in the Olympics. Says and beat that woman up. Says and she turned out to be a man too. It's all that weird shit. You gotta be a weird ass motherfucking man to be on some re-identifying what the fuck you are, knowing you was born as a damn dude, and you get old and just weird as fuck, and then you just classify yourself as that. Yeah, fuck you want to dress in girls' clothes. You still a fucking dude. That's just like this nasty ass older lady I used to see, and she got a damn son. And it'd be crazy looking at motherfuckers look at this dude who dress in high heels and skirts, and the motherfuckers can't look at this motherfucker long-chinned ass face and tell that's a fucking dude. And to see a motherfucker that should be on the NBA court doing 360 dunks, catching alley hoops, dressing in women's fucking clothing is the nastiest fucking shit ever. Regardless of what that motherfucker in their wicked ass mind may think they are, motherfucker, you still a dude. You dress in girls' clothing, speak like a girl, want to get done by little weird ass dudes. And then it was crazy because the first time I seen this motherfucker with the dude is with this motherfucker like a dude, a grimy motherfucker. And I see this fool like, man, who this grimy motherfucker? Because the fool parked in the damn like a Chevy Impala, looking on some grimy shit. And I'm looking like, man, I wish I had my pistol on me. Like, who the fuck is this? And then they helping the lady who the fucking drag queen mother is move some shit and see the dude, and this dude hanging his head low, not wanting to be seen by his tranny fucking boyfriend. Dressing women clothes, say this is some nasty motherfucker, be regular old wannabe street looking motherfuckers that be engaged with these damn trannies. I was like, man, motherfuckers are sick out here. So for you to want to get into a sport and then play it with girls is some weird shit. And the fact that anybody will allow that shit and argue rights for motherfuckers to get in that shit, hell fucking no. Get the fuck out of here. And to let that motherfucker bypass that shit, this person's supposed to come from a country that don't tolerate that shit. It's some way out shit. way out shit says for Sean losing her wig, says Spartan Boxing Radio says, oh no, I already showed the video. And then, but that's all I got on this one, folks. We'll probably be back on the backup channel. I'll post in the community post of the channel. My music channel is called Music Regions, where we go over there and do music on there. That used to be, what I used to do on that channel. Now, it wasn't a reading channel. It was one of these other channels. But we're going to be over there doing doing music like around 9:30 West Coast time. So probably in like 2 hours, we'll be playing us some West Coast rap. Because Deuce Times is my cousin, got a West Coast bias, so all he like is West Coast music with beats by Battle Cat and shit. That nigga's so fucking biased. Deuce is the funniest motherfucker on earth. That nigga is comedy, bro. Deuce Time is fucking comedy, bro. Y'all gotta tune in to this fucking music show and just listen to Deuce commentary. Goddamn. It gotta be some shit that a gangbanger listen to. That shit is like hit music to this dude. They'll criticize anything dope, but then they'll play some fucking Afro, man, and think it's the dopest shit ever, man. This should be like the funniest shit ever. Velasquez says, you see House Dems release Epstein Island photos. Yeah, I seen one of them photos. I ain't fully watched that shit. Says that was a sick motherfucker. See, I gotta go and look at that shit then. I seen one photo. It looked like some room with it like a dark, weird looking ass room with what's in like a statue head or something in there. I didn't really look at it. But yeah, I hope they expose him, man. Trump gonna get up out of here. We ain't getting rid of Trump if he don't kick a can and shit. And then Texas Rattlesnake says Deuce is pure comedy, man. Deuce is funny as fuck. And then he talked all this shit going the year about how the Clippers is gonna be this and that. He already tripping on the Clippers. Start talking about Tyronn Lue. Never thought in my life I hear him calling out Kawhi Leonard. And then now the Clippers have disrespected an NBA Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer, and Chris Paul told that motherfucker to go home. Like, damn. Next they gonna do James Harden because they all about the same age as Chris Paul. They all gonna have to go. But I'll catch y'all in a few, man. We be on there doing some West Coast music. I'm out of here, folks. Peace, man. But man, once again, salute to this motherfucker Terence Crawford. Oh, I keep going on tangents, but I'm gonna say where Terence get a ton of respect from me because when Bob Arum used to disrespect him, Bob Arum went on Fred's show, was going on there early on, disrespecting this dude, lying about what he's gonna create. Bob Arum on one night on Fred's show got on there and talking about he was gonna have a huge announcement. This is the day after he's getting off of Fred's show, and we all thinking like, oh shit, Bob about to announce Terence Crawford versus versus Manny Pacquiao or some shit. He about to announce that fight. He gonna make the fight, and Terence probably was anticipating he about to get Bob to make the Manny Pacquiao fight because Manny was a Bob Arum fighter. This motherfucker announced some shit. He didn't announce it when he was saying it. He announced later down the line that Terence was going to be fighting on a new launch app from ESPN. And still thinking, oh, he going to fight fucking Manny. Then they end up, Ryan Garcia end up coming out talking about him and Manny got to fight. That's why I knew something was wrong with Ryan Garcia's brain and shit. And then it ended up being, he fought motherfucking the dude they claimed dropped him. He ended up fighting fucking Mean Machine on that shit. Then it goes to where he's stating that he losing so much money on fucking Terence and he could have built him a mansion in Beverly Hills and all that shit. And Terence didn't respond to none of this shit. Terence just stayed quiet. Then Manny gets some other fight. Bob gets somebody else an opportunity and stated he the one that pulled the plug on Terence fighting Manny Pacquiao because he was looking out because he cared for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was an older fighter, and he didn't want to see Manny Pacquiao hurt, so he fucked Terence Crawford out of an opportunity to fight Manny Pacquiao, which was wild. Then Manny go over on the PBC side of shit late in his career and start making money over there. And it's crazy to see even Manny's still fucking fighting. And then what else happened after that shit? So he telling Fred and them about how he losing money. He could have built this mansion. Then he fights his end of contract fight. He whooped somebody at, was it Sean Porter? I think it was a Sean Porter fight where he stopped Sean Porter. And when he sat on that damn stage and he finally get the last lap, and he was chill about it. He had to go and be all loud, boisterous, irate. Sat on that damn little bar chair, looked over at Bob Arum and state, man, yeah, this is my last fight as a top ranked fighter. You couldn't make me none of the big fights. You can't give me none of the fights I need. I'm out of here. And what did he do within 2 fights of him leaving that motherfucker? He fighting Earl Spence. And then what happens to his fucking profile, his star profile? That shit went, motherfucker's out of here. And now he done fought fucking Canelo. Bob Arum, the dumbest fucking idiot on this fucking planet. A certified fucking idiot. It's like, man, come on, man. These fools, man, I guess your best moves have to be by yourself, as long as you're going to fight the best out there as well. And he ain't go out there. I didn't like the David Abenesian shit, but he still went out there and he made sure he's going to get the fights he wanted. And then Daisy Sanchez says, Bud needs it. Says, Bud needs it. Oh, says, why you put it? Says, Bud needed those belts to be where he at. Damn, you can't write. Says, Bar, you meant Bud needs those belts to be where he's at. Says, to be where he's at right now. Says, also Turkey, man. No, Bud didn't need those belts at all. Everybody knew who Bud was. Did nobody want to care? It's just with the alignment. You want to, you have these champions who are like the face of boxing. The stars and the faces of those divisions at 147 so happen to be beating everybody and were the faces of those divisions who belts came along with it. He didn't need the belt. He just needed to fight guys who were beating other guys. And with other guys who had belts, belts come along with them. You defeat them, you take their belts. Simple as that. But everybody wanted him for the longest to fight the guy who everybody viewed as a premier guy. Why? Because it's a guy who got a name from giving Floyd Mayweather work inside of sparring. That's where Earl's name came from. And then you see Earl, off of everything you heard about Earl in the gym with Floyd, getting in the ring and just demolishing shit. Whooping everybody ass. Except he didn't really whoop Sean Porter ass. They went back and forth in a tough battle. He was able to edge that one out from from the single knockdown he got on Sean Porter. But a tough fight. Sean Porter was a real deal motherfucker. The real deal Holyfield in this shit. And then Earl crashes that fucking car. No longer the same fighter after that shit. Velocity Cut says, does Top Rank have a network deal yet? Says they looking for like BLK slime right now, for real. Even the UFC looking like BLK slime, where everybody talking about this Al Heyman shit. Al Heyman behind the scenes is a real player in this damn sport still. Because now all of the fight combat is nowhere on ESPN. Nowhere with Showtime. It's all Amazon and fucking Paramount. That I think what you call just signed a Paramount deal. Ain't that where UFC just went to Paramount? They just followed the route that Al Heyman went in. The shit that Turkey's doing is everything that Al Heyman set up. Minus Al Heyman and them never decided. And I remember this is what Black Fight Fandom used to talk in 78. I'll give them credit for that shit. About these dudes making their own belt, creating their own fucking ranking system. And the ranking systems need to fucking go. Them sanctioned bodies ranking systems is bullshit. Like nobody follow that shit. You don't know who is who, what is real, what is not. Everything's fake within this shit. And then in the day Sanchez says exactly. Says Earl says fought him says because of the belts. Earl didn't fight him because of the belts. Earl fight them based on who they were, what they were becoming. You put top guys out there. Guys earn the belts. You put a champion anywhere in this motherfucking field, the champion comes out victorious. And therefore, when you see that shit, it ain't got to be a belt. You put a motherfucker into this battle zone, and this is the motherfucker who comes out as Umro number uno. You see another motherfucker in another battlefield. That's who you want to see fight. And that's all it is. You don't need no fucking 4 belts and shit. Somebody should be rewarded with something. It's no different than going in the tournament. And then at the end of the tournament, the end of a playoff, a champion is born. And as simple as that will boxing be created. You create proper ranking systems Make sure everybody fights. That's how all sports are conducted. Not like this boxing shit, where boxing is about exploitation. That's all that shit is. As simple as that. Plain as day exploitation. That if you don't handle your shit, they allow the free reign in boxing to go down. A free reign. And guess what? What can't happen? Velasquez says, you see Trill Haney says in Stuck in the Storm, Bradley says going at it. Wait, who is that? Timothy Bradley. Over what? What he defended? It's probably the same old rigmarole bullshit. I wouldn't even pay attention to none of that shit. I wouldn't pay attention to none of their back and forth. Like, but the other thing with the shit about how the free reign in boxing, guess what Mauricio can't do? So now Terence ain't pay him. Guess what Mauricio can't ever fucking do? And this is what Mauricio's mad about. Because so he's saying Terence didn't pay him $400,000. For most people, guess what you gonna go if a motherfucker owes you $400,000? Where you gonna go if somebody owes you $400,000? And this is on some business shit, not some street related shit. You gonna take their ass to court. You know where Mauricio can go? To court. He will never in his fucking life be able to walk inside of a courtroom to file a case against Terence Crawford on some civil shit and get a penny out of anything. And that's why Terence said, I ain't giving you shit. What I owe you that shit for? And guess what happened if he went to court? Terence and his law team will force Mauricio to open up their finances, going into trying to sway the courts into making Terence pay them that shit. And the courts will look at it and said, you didn't do a fucking thing. This man doesn't owe you any fucking thing. And matter of fact, give him that fucking belt. It's simple as that. And that's why Mauricio sits at his annual thing with boxers and all this other shit, thinking he's going to shame Terence Crawford, because with Terence not paying that, we're short $275,000 because Terence did not pay us. And we even reduced the amount that we were asking from him. Because you can't get none of that shit. Keep that fucking $500 price belt and enjoy your fucking day. Simple as that. So salute to Terence for doing that shit. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace. We be on in like an hour and a half to do the music show. Peace.